Welcome to another wasted moment, where I try and start a revolution for humanity. Humanity. It's quite obvious in this world that we have a problem with education. For far too long we've allowed society to dwindle because of the lowest common denominator. The community is not doing enough to educate all of the populace so that society can grow and prosper. Of course, the old saying goes, you can lead a child to knowledge, but you can't force them to think. So the solution is to make it imperative that they learn and grow. So, what do people want in the world more than anything? Like the old saying goes, first you get the money, then you get the power, and then you get the women. Oh yeah, you do that much better than my old girl. Oh, crap. So if money and power are only used to get women, we should focus on why people want women. Obviously, it's just about sex. So how can we combine education and sex? Sexual education? No, they show you how to put condoms on vegetables. Wow, new spin on Terry Schiavo. The thing is, people want sex. Men and women. And they will do anything they can to get it. Perhaps even become educated. Now, what I'm not suggesting is a tax on sex, because then you're paying for sex, which is prostitution. Of course, that would make the government a pimp. Your wife a hoe. So what I'm recommending right here and right now is that we should only allow people with a certain amount of intelligence to have sex. Yikes, there goes the South. Well, it's not like they subscribe to my videos anyway. So, to have sex, you would need to have a license. And I assure you that most people would keep that sucker on them at all times. But of course, to get that license, you'd need to pass a test. This test would be about plenty of things, including science and trigonometry. I guess that would allow people to deduce what the angle of an erect penis is. Finally, math has a purpose. Try saying that 5 times fast. But at least people would probably be educated on sexual education. I guess that would also tell certain politicians not to try and solicit sex from bathrooms. Other than the glory hole, 46 inches around. Think about it. Oh wait! Update! He offered sex because he was afraid of the guy. Well, he'll be offering a lot of sex in prison then. But, back to the problem at hand. With tests come a problem. That problem is cheating. At least that style of cheating would involve people cheating on a test instead of a spouse. But the question is, where and how do we start getting the word out about sex? Well, the answer is sex symbols, for both men and women. So I propose that we use some of the sexy women around the world to get the message across on a global scale. Yes, the same girls that tell you to flick off. So how do you hit up the entire world with the message? Well, you send those sex symbols into outer space and film it. Hell, it would be the ultimate reality show to end all reality shows. But with the recent news about the conditions of astronauts being inebriated behind the throttle, I guess we should look towards sex symbols that have a history of drinking and operating vehicles. So I propose that we take women like Lindsay Lohan, Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, and Nicole Richie and send them into outer space in that same condition. I guess alcohol makes the pilot fly good. But what about the baby? Perhaps you're wondering about the male side to get the full female demographic behind the project of sex licenses. I personally recommend sending up Keith Richards. Think about it. While in outer space, he can handle most of the debris in orbit. In this simulation, we show how Keith Richards would respond to the threat of an asteroid. Asteroid? Alright. Remember, if you like this episode, give it a 5. Favorite it, subscribe, and tell the website that you want it on the front page. Oh, and for this episode, I'd like to send out a request to my main man, Keith Richards. Try and send me out $10,000. After all, you will not need your money while orbiting the planet, saving us from impending doom. Plus, I'll try and send you some of my dad's ashes. Oh man, you did such a better job than my last girl. Oh crap.